Did you record that?
No, I did
Why
not.
can we never start? It, like, genuinely bothers me. We can never start and be professional.
Because that's not us.
Yeah.
I'd like to be.
You want to try being professional?
Yeah. Well,
All
now
right.
we're already going,
Oh,
so no.
all right.
We'll do it next
Is it recording?
time.
Oh, it's recording. All right, let's be professional. It's the fucking news. It's the news.
Everyone,
the
everyone,
news.
quiet. So this way I could put a cut in, so we could pretend to be professional.
The minute you ask Casey to do something, he just doesn't do it.
But he did it. There was
But
a
he
second of
barely did
silence
it, like,
that I could have
1
put a cut
second.
in.
Oh my god. Okay, welcome to fucking Struggle
Notice
City.
this whole time I was silent while y'all were gabbing and gobbing.
That's a tally mark.
I told you. I
I'm
knew
tallying
it.
you.
I fucking knew it.
I thought you said tallywhacker.
No. I don't even...
Anyway, hey, this is the show in between the seasons that we're doing because Casey said he wanted to do a show in between the seasons.
Okay.
Apparently whatever
Yeah.
Casey says goes.
I don't know. It's one extra thing we can do today.
Anyway, it's Dave, Missy, and Casey.
I'm tired.
Oh, and Dave.
That's what it says on the trophy.
It does say that on the trophy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We.
Yeah,
I.
I'm saying we, so this way we don't break down that fourth wall that we talk to each other off the podcast.
Alright.
What narrative are you trying to
I
set
don't
up?
know.
I was
what
also
he's
trying to make it sound like we were cooler than we actually are by saying that we were given an award
Oh.
for being
No, the number,
Number
one
one
podcast.
podcast.
It was awarded to Struggle City, Dave, Missy, and Casey and Dave.
yeah.
And I gave that to Casey for Bitchmas.
I have no illusions of coolness. I'm
You're
fine
friends with
that.
me.
Oh well, not me. I'm inherently uncool.
Aren't we all?
I'm wearing a fucking Hershey dad hat.
It's true.
Just gonna pull out the hat.
That is very true.
It's very unlike you to wear a baseball cap. Like,
You wear tats all the time.
hats, yes, but not like baseball hats.
I was thinking about getting a Struggle City one.
Of course you wear. I normally wear my Struggle City shirt to bed.
Like, do you want one of my old fedoras that I used to wear because I thought they were cool?
No, that's fine. I wore one once in a store, not my style.
I have
Fair.
a small stack of them.
I mean,
I
it
thought-
makes sense.
I thought they were cool.
Oh, poor Casey.
Yeah.
Alright, so what did you want to talk about for this Gumbo today?
Ooh, we're doing combos. This has been a
do
weird
that.
week. This has been a weird week for me because I've fallen down a lot of YouTube rabbit holes.
Mhm.
I don't usually do that.
Mhm.
I don't know why I did it this week.
It's addicting, though.
It's horrible.
It's a dick.
I've like I was telling Dave, I can keep them to like an hour. But that's like a solid chunk of my hour.
So
gone.
1 hour, how many videos do you think you get through?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It depends because I've gone on 3 different ones this week.
So are all of them very different from each other? Like you're looking up soap and then next thing you know, like it's a buffalo fucking a giraffe? It's literally the first thing that came to my fucking mind. I don't know.
I was on one of those similar trails when I was younger, but I'm not going to go into detail.
Maybe we will in a bonus. Anyway.
Well, one was just all mashups, like songs mixed with other songs.
Yes.
It was. I don't think you've listened to them, but I think I may have played them for you. Death Grips.
I don't know.
Oh, are you
I
talking
don't-
about Death Grips and the pizzeria song?
Yeah, yeah.
God.
Yeah, for some reason I just want like background noise while I was writing, so I put on Pizza Grips. So while that was playing, it started the algorithm just like, hey, since you like one stupid mashup thing, here's another, and then it cut to this neat chain of Death Grip songs mixed with tracks from the 2016 Doom game.
Okay.
So that's like
Alright.
all heavy metal mixed with like the aggressive punk rock, hip hop, whatever Death Grips is.
Sounds very intense.
It was great. Like that stuff was great.
Was it?
Yeah. And then there was one that they mixed with Tame Impala, if you know that.
Nope.
Okay. That's fine. They're not very good, but they have one good song with a really good bass track. And that's what they mixed it with.
Okay.
Like how it's that one good song.
It's
Okay.
honestly, yeah, because they all sound alike except for this one song, just because it's got that awesome bass riff. Basically, yeah. It's just like very funky, very groovy. What was the other one?
Funky.
What was the other one?
That's
oh,
me.
Bigfoot videos.
I'm not surprised by that.
I fell into a bad one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you like Bigfoot for some unknown reason.
Because it's out there.
It's something.
Okay.
Because I watch Bigfoot movies on the reg. Like
on the reg.
like almost every day, I find a new one to watch.
Kind of impressive.
They tend to be worse than the last. Every so often, there's a gem, but there was one. Oh no, it was a show I was watching, Expedition Bigfoot. So like normal Bigfoot shows, they're only in a location for like 2 days. This show is in the same spot for like a month.
Okay.
So they got they got some really interesting results and finds because they did a combination of like drones and all these different trail cams and interviews. So they talked to one kid who was part of a video from I think like 2006, where he's part of a youth ministry group.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah. Well, this was all caught on camera. They found like this big nest. So like one of the things of Bigfoot nest is
that's not where my mind went.
Yeah. Bent, not broken branches woven together, which is really unusual to find just in the middle of the fucking woods.
Or, a person did it and planted it there.
Or a Bigfoot.
Usually it's the latter, because usually there's a stink accompanied with it that's not attributed to people.
What does it smell like? What's the aroma?
Priest.
That's a stigma. In communion wafers.
Communion wafers and stale wine.
Chloroform.
Oh my god. You guys are
Anyway,
horrible.
Bigfoot.
But as they're examining this nest, one of the kids goes, "Hey, there's somebody up on that ridge." So the camera goes over and zooms into this figure on a ridge.
Uh-huh.
And it's a couple kilometers away. But you can see that this is like a really tall person kind of pacing back and forth and legitimately like shaking its fist at these kids.
Father Myers?
Maybe. But that was just a weird video, so I looked that up on YouTube, and then I found this guy's channel.
Okay.
I think he's out in the Pacific Northwest, and I forget the name of the channel. It's pretty decent. But he investigates evidence videos, like trail cam videos. And the first one I found was like pine trees, full grown, like firs, huge, being lifted up and then thrown over. Like
By a Bigfoot?
By something.
Or a strong beaver?
By something, because that's not how you knock down trees.
It's not?
No.
What?
They get lifted up. You can tell like these 18-foot trees are going up and then going over. Which is unusual.
Missy's gonna owe me a Coke at the end of this one.
What?
I said Missy's gonna have to owe me a Coke at the end of this one.
Where's his tally marks? He's interrupting you more.
No, I'm not. I can't do both. I'm tallying Casey for a couple different things, just to see. You have 3 different categories that I'm tallying you for.
Oh, hold on, time out. Before this, we're coining this as a drinking game now. So don't steal our idea. There will be some kind of form out later.
But of course, like, now that I told Casey I'm tallying him, he's gonna be on his best behavior.
I told you I'm fucking working on it.
And I'm helping you by showing you my research.
We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna be an asshole here for a second, but...
I'm gonna guess one is interrupting. One is burping.
As he interrupts me.
You don't count, Dave.
You're right, I'm an English major. Don't count.
I can't imagine what the third one is.
Burping.
I said burping.
Farting.
Yeah, because I do
He's never done that.
That we know of.
I don't do that because that's rude.
Look how that's rude.
But no, like every time Casey interrupts someone, take a shot.
But that's kind of unrealistic because we all interrupt each other because we're human and having a conversation. Like, there's a big difference between him interrupting me where it's okay versus him interrupting me to be a dick. And he's done both.
It's true.
Yeah.
Alright, when Casey's a dick, take a shot.
I'll let you know when that is.
Nobody's gonna survive.
No one's gonna watch, so it's okay.
Well, I hope no one watches because this is an audio-based podcast. So if you're
true.
watching, I hope that your acid trip is going well and that you have someone there to supervise.
Dude, I've always wanted to do acid.
So in Struggle City Extra, if you subscribe to our Patreon account.
We don't have any patrons yet, do we?
No, it's not even up yet.
Oh, right. No wonder.
Listen to Missy as she verbally dictates her acid trip while she is on acid.
I don't think that's a good idea for many reasons.
Oh yeah, it's a horrible idea.
You
Don't do
necessarily
drugs.
need a buddy for that.
I'm sorry?
You don't necessarily need a buddy for acid.
I would.
You can trip by yourself. Ecstasy you need a buddy for because you will overheat.
I wouldn't do E. No. I wouldn't do ecstasy at all. We've had this conversation. We don't need to have this conversation.
Yeah.
Future
Coke
teachers.
is usually like a party drug anyway. Like nobody sits at home and does coke by themselves except for fucking psychopaths.
So on the subject of rabbit holes, we just dive down one right now.
Yeah. We do that a lot. We call them side streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So my rabbit holes are normally in the form of people I already subscribe to on YouTube, and I will just go through like a shit ton of their videos. Yeah. So it's like a rabbit hole in a cage, essentially. Like it's not so all over the place.
Question.
Yes.
Would that be more of a binge, less of a rabbit hole? Since it's a direct, it's directed.
Yeah, it's not like me where I'm just like being guided by YouTube's algorithm.
Right. Yeah, no, I would say that then, yeah. Sure. But I'm trying to relate to you in a human way, so.
Diving into my rabbit holes, like diving into Judy Hopps' ass.
Yeah?
Anyway.
Good God.
Is that the right name?
Yeah,
did I get that right?
Yes,
I got that right! Yeah, points to me.
Points to you.
Yay, Casey. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but, okay, so to be fair, the TV in my room doesn't work anymore, and I just go to my room all the time to be. Like, I'm never out in the living room, so my TV has become, like, my laptop. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'll watch Netflix and stuff, but they don't have, like, just, like, shit shows that you can have on in the background, I guess.
The Office.
I don't like The Office.
The Office is garbage.
Absolute shit show you could have in the background for background noise. It's the least annoying show to have on in the background.
Sure?
Positive. I could not get through Friends.
Tyra plays The Office during her break every time I'm on break because she knows I hate it.
That's always a nice friend.
It's irritating.
Tyra's
That's my boss.
Great. She's great. I love her.
I don't know. I normally have like comedy specials on actually because it's just enjoyable to listen to people laugh.
Yeah.
John Mulaney.
I haven't watched his new one yet.
He has a new one?
He does like a 1 hour kid special.
Oh yeah, I didn't think I wanted to watch that.
It's probably great because John Mulaney's probably great around kids because he's so awkward.
He is
a child.
Yeah.
I love his story about when he tries to get drugs from the doctor.
Yeah.
So if you have never seen that, you should watch John Mulaney tell his story of the time he tried to get drugs from his like family doctor.
He's on my list.
You should listen to Bert Kreischer. He's great.
I love him off the
great.
Machine. Yeah.
Did you ever hear his story about how he mixed up Anne Frank and Helen Keller?
No. Oh my god. Jesus, that's funny.
Yeah, you should look that up.
Okay.
Just like, what a shining example of stupidity.
Have you heard his pajamas story?
Mm-hmm.
I love that one.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, and his daughters are interesting. Like he always kind of like shits on his youngest daughter about like how dumb she is.
Yeah.
But I think she's actually really smart.
It may be like common sense dumb, like a lot of kids are.
Well, okay, did you hear the one where Coach didn't want to introduce failure to the kids, like for her softball team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was smart. Like the whole thing is there's no fucking ball in practice.
Then what's the point?
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
Then what's the
That's
point?
really stupid.
To not introduce failure.
But you need to fail.
Right. That's why it's so dumb, and that's why he was kind of pointing it out. But so, like, the whole story goes that, you know, the coach kind of, like, hit the ball out, the invisible ball, and his daughter is middle field? Something like that.
Yeah.
And he, like, directs each ball. So he's like, oh, okay, this one's going to her. And so she, like, starts to, like, back up and look over her head and then turn around and run after it. and he brings it up to her later, and he was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh yeah, Coach really got a hold of that one." And I was like, "That's funny. Like you're not an idiot. You know what you're doing."
Kids
Like,
can be dumb though.
But I think she did that on purpose to be like,
Yeah.
"What
An
the
asshole.
fuck is right?"
Yeah, just be an ass to her coach for doing this stupid type of practice.
Right, because that's pointless.
I thought it was pointless like 30 seconds ago, but then
Okay.
to practice specific plays, I can understand implementing the no ball and just saying, all right, it's going this way. What do you do?
Right, because you can't control the ball. It's a wild variable.
I mean, you can control the ball to a degree, but at their age, I would imagine that they're shit at it.
Right.
And you don't want a 40-year-old man hitting a ball at a bunch of 10-year-olds.
But at the same time, it shouldn't be the whole practice.
Yeah, you do. I want to see that.
Yeah?
I want to see like a 40-year-old just line driving kids in the chest with a softball.
Or with other balls.
No, absolutely not. We do not condone that here in the city.
Yeah.
That is the highest offense.
I had to.
None of, at least as far as I know, none of us are travelers on the Lolita Express.
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
I was right there, though. Like, I had to.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah, so,
thanks for listening.
oh, alright, I guess we're done.
Dave's,
Okay.
Dave's done with our bullshit.
Fair enough. We do have a lot of it.
We have several other things to record.
Okay.
By several, I mean 2.
Do we only have 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 things that you suggested.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, we're doomed.
Yeah, but okay, like, do we want both of them to be Old English, though? Like, we could save one and do, like, a more fun topic. Not that English isn't fun.
We'll figure it out when we're not recording.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by for this quick little thing.
I
I don't even know what to call it. Mini Gumbo.
Like, subscribe, follow us.
It's an appetizer.
Leave
It's
a
an entree.
leave a rating on iTunes because that makes us look better in
Travel
the trending and search bar on Apple, which I believe iTunes is currently the second biggest podcast player next to iHeartRadio, which we're not on yet.
Yet being the key word.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We're getting there.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But don't just leave us a nice little comment saying how bad we suck, or give us 5-star review.
Oh my
please.
god, okay, I think they get it. Bye.
Please.
Just keep going
Tell me
on.
why I'm an asshole.